So on Friday night we had our Tiki Bar party where we have Pat Cottrell, who's one of my high school friends, comes in and plays like Owen and Evan from Rhode Island on his guitar.
Nothing to show but this brand.
We're from Maryland. We're right from here. Portsmouth, Newport,
Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. Fairport, New York. Cambridge Springs, Pennsylvania. Massachusetts. Oh, we're from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
But the funny thing is, she seems to know someone who died doing literally everything. Mom, can I go to the beach? I know somebody who died doing that. Well, do you know somebody who died reading one of your books? No. Well, I do. No, but on a serious note, I wanted to announce that this year we reached a big milestone of selling 5 million books worldwide. I think that's pretty cool. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce my mom, Marie Forrest. Give it up.
I'm still going to pay for your college. Thanks, everyone. Third annual Reader Weekend. It's the third time already. Wow, great. And our biggest crowd yet. Holy cow, look at this room full of people. Thank you all so much for being here. We have people here this year. We have 29 states represented. We also this year have 4 people here from Australia. And we have some of my friends from north of the border in Canada. Where's the
And then we also had the lobster boil and a little bit of local fare, along with lots of other stuff on the buffet and a cake. And we had a little celebration for my 50th birthday, which happened a couple weeks before Reader Weekend. And then Butch takes over with dancing. He's our DJ. Everybody was really having a great time dancing. No one more so than my husband, who led us all once again in the YMCA, which he likes to think he invented, but we don't let him have that claim to fame. And all in all, it was a great night, and everybody seemed to have a really good time. We took 175 people to Block Island, which was fun. And we brought back the same 175 that we took over, which was really a big accomplishment. We were joking that we just needed to bring back 175 people. It didn't need to be the same 175 that we went over with, but fortunately it was, and everybody had a great time. And we had the most perfect weather, which was great.
We're going to Block Island.
So Saturday, we take everyone to Block Island, and the trip begins right at 8 o'clock, and we bussed everyone over to Point Judith and took the 9:30 boat over.
Yeah, I remember there's like a lot
What do you think so far? Beautiful?
They haven't left the ferry.
No, but they got to see it. They got to come in and see it from the water, and then you got to see them bring the ferry in. How cool is that? So, had lunch at Ballard's, and everyone got the day to explore the island, to see we give them a list of the various places that inspired the Rhode Island series, and they get to visit those places. And then we were back on the 5 o'clock boat and back to Newport. And then on Sunday, we had our question and answer session where the readers got to ask me anything that was on their mind about the books, the series, the upcoming books, what it's like to write, what it's like to be an author. They had all kinds of really awesome questions that I really do love that part of the weekend, which came about after the first reader weekend when they told us on the survey that they wanted to be able to ask me questions and in a more organized way. So that was really, actually is probably my favorite part of the weekend because I get to really interact with them one-on-one.
Hi, Marie.
Hi.
Do you do any signings other than just this reader weekend? Do you ever go to any other book signings?
Not very many, and I'll tell you why, because two reasons. One, that boy that I just mentioned is only going to live at home for another year, and I want to be where he is for that year. And after that, I may get out a little bit more often, but really my writing schedule is so intense that I can either stay home and write books, or I could travel a lot, and I choose to stay home and write books and to be where my son is for the time that he has left at home. I wish it was still when the inspiration hit me. It's not like that anymore. It used to be. When I was first doing this and I was working for somebody else and I had my kids were at home and it was a matter of like a couple of hours before I went to bed at night, I could kind of, write whatever I feel like writing. What's the muse in the mood for tonight? Not anymore. And now it's an Excel spreadsheet that's all the way out to 2018, I think Julie could tell you, 2018, and it literally tells me what I'm doing every month between now and 2018, and then we'll add to that. And a lot of it is dictated by publisher deadlines, like I still write for Harlequin. I have two cop friends too who were here the other night, and I said to them, if you come across any gnarly way to kill someone, if you could just let me know that. And they were like, none of the other hockey moms have ever said that to us. Do I have a favorite couple? Well, I have a couple of couples that really stand out to me when I get asked that question. Of course, Jack from Treading Water is my man. Dan says he's the other man in our marriage. Especially since we named the business HTJB, which is House That Jack Built, and internally, we just call it Jack. Is Jack paying for that? Usually Jack's paying for that. Sam and Nick, they're the only couple I've written 10 books about, right? So 10 books and 2 novellas, So they're like, Sam is a living, breathing human being to me. I cannot imagine life without her in it. I can't. She speaks to me. Like, I just love writing her. And then I signed a bunch of books and sent everybody on their way until next year. And I think based on what everyone told us in the reader group, and we'll be sending out a survey too, but everybody had a really great time. I think this was probably one of our best events yet. We're already talking about next year, so we're excited about that and looking forward to having another big group come to town and enjoy Newport and Block Island with us.